So there's one more feature that we use to classify soils beyond what you guys looked at in the lab, and that is the layers present within the soil. This is called a soil profile, and each layer is called a horizon. Now these horizons can be a few inches to multiple feet deep. So these are much, much larger, and they're different than the layers you saw in the test tube for soil texture. Now, depending on the conditions that form the soil, you can end up with a different number of layers and different thicknesses of those layers in a given location. There can be up to 6 layers, but there often are not all 6 in one place. So if you look at the diagram here, you can see that the horizons are labeled roughly in alphabetical order. There's this odd one at the top of the O horizon. This is made up of decaying plant material, decaying animal material, so it is called the organic horizon. O stands for organic. So this horizon may be present or absent depending on how much vegetation is falling onto the soil, but the biomes that are going to have the biggest O horizon are going to be forest biomes because they have so much material falling to the ground. As you go downward in the soil profile, you'll find less and less organic material and more inorganic material until you get down to the R horizon here. R stands for rock, and this horizon is solid rock. So going back up to the top, right under the O horizon, you have the A horizon. This is the topsoil. And this is the horizon that you really need for plant growth. It contains a lot of organic material, but it also has mixed in some inorganic material. So this has the ideal qualities for plant growth. And in some biomes, it's very, very thick and very, very developed, such as grasslands. And that makes those areas very good for plant growth. So beneath the A horizon, you usually have the B horizon and then the C horizon with increasing levels of inorganic material and decreasing levels of organic material. The B horizon is weathered rock, small pieces of weathered rock. The C horizon is bigger pieces of weathered rock. But in general, the pattern is as you go down, you get more and more proportion of the soil is made up of inorganic particles, and less proportion is made up of organic particles. Now you notice that there's one horizon here that is not labeled, and that is, if it's found, it is between A and B. It's called the E horizon, and it's not a very common horizon. It's not found in every ecosystem. The E horizon is a zone of leaching. So this is where dissolved particles are washed out of that place in the soil, out of that horizon. And this would really only occur where you have very acidic soils. So for example, in the taiga, where you have the decomposition of conifer needles that make the soil more acidic, it can cause this zone of leaching where the nutrients get washed out. And again, that's not present in every soil profile or in every environment, but when it is present, it is found between the A and B horizons.